Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research.
I'm Jen Amos, and this is your morning market alert for Thursday, November 18th. Stocks on Wall Street are poised for solid gains at the open, as investors expect a resolution of Ireland's debt problems. A team of European and IMF officials are meeting in Dublin today to work out a loan for the country's troubled banking sector. Ireland has so far resisted accepting a bailout, but an Irish central bank governor now says the country will likely need tens of billions of euros. On Wednesday, the British government signaled it could offer direct financial aid as well. Expectations for the bailout are pushing stocks across Europe sharply higher, and the major Asian markets posted strong gains overnight.
The news out of Ireland is also driving the euro higher against the US dollar, reversing a recent trend. And as the dollar declines, commodities are on the rise. Gold is jumping about $20 an ounce to back above $1,350, and crude oil is rebounding as well. It's closing in on $82 a barrel. In economic news, investors are digesting the latest figures on the labor market. 439,000 Americans filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week, 2,000 more than the previous week. But continuing claims dropped by nearly 50,000. Later this morning, the Conference Board will release its index of leading economic indicators, and the Philadelphia Fed gives its outlook for general business conditions in November.
Today's big stock mover is sure to be General Motors. It will begin trading again under its old ticker symbol, GM. The automaker raised more than $20 billion, making it the biggest initial public offering in U.S. history. The IPO could eventually top $23 billion, which would make it the biggest ever. GM priced its shares at $33, and underwriters expect them to gain 10 to 20% today. The strong demand indicates confidence that GM is moving beyond last year's bankruptcy, with sharply lower costs and higher profit potential. And it could lift the entire U.S. auto industry. Shares of Ford are rising 2% in the pre-market.
We're also keeping an eye on Sears Holdings this morning, but it's likely to move in the opposite direction. The retailer's net loss widened to more than $200 million in the latest quarter, and revenue dropped 5%. The company said lower apparel and appliance sales weighed on the bottom line, despite strong results from its Kmart unit. Shares of Sears are dropping more than 2% right now. Also moving to the downside is health insurer Humana. It's tumbling more than 6% after saying profit will decline next year.
But Applied Materials is set for a pop at the open. After Wednesday's closing bell, the chip maker reported a sharp increase in sales and earnings, topping Wall Street estimates. Applied Materials' biggest rival, Intel, could also draw some investor attention today. JP Morgan said the company may miss its fourth quarter revenue guidance on low order rates. Elsewhere in the technology industry, Credit Suisse cut Alcatel-Lucent to underperform. It boosted its rating on Qualcomm from neutral to outperform. Those shares are rising 2% in the pre-market.
Among other analyst actions, Bernstein cut its rating on Abbott Laboratories, and Oppenheimer raised Estée Lauder from underperform to perform. We'll also be watching the banking sector closely. Goldman Sachs said that JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bancorp, and PNC may be able to raise their dividends in the next quarter. Those stocks are all higher in the pre-market, along with Bank of America and Citigroup. That's the latest from Weiss Research. Have a great trading day.